Welcome back to Thales Market. Today we're going to take a look at ranged markets. So I'll explain what ranged markets are and how they're different from buying up and down tokens from the AMM. We'll also walk through the process. We'll buy an in and an out position, and then we'll come back after expiry and claim the winner so that you can see the entire process from start to finish. So first of all, what are ranged markets? Ranged markets is a product that allows traders to trade either inside or outside of a range of prices. So it can be considered a volatility play. And that means if you buy an out token, you are suggesting that the price of the asset will break out of that range due to a lot of price movement or price action. It can either go up above the highest end of the range or move down below the lowest end of the range. Either way you win, but in that case you're just betting on volatility that will move the price outside of that range. Now the opposite's also true with an in token. If you pick an in token, you're suggesting that the price of the asset will end up inside of that range on expiry. And that could be due to lower volume, not a lot of price action or price movement, and that price will stay above the lowest range and below the highest end of that range. So again, this can be a volatility play strategy, but ranged markets can also be combined with a number of other strategies. It's really up to the traders to decide. In this case, I'll just focus on going through the process of buying a traditional volatility play, either inside or outside of the range. So first of all, you want to navigate to the ranged markets page. We're here on Thales Market. Over on the left, there's a ranged markets menu item here. If you click that, it'll take you here. And the page is set up similar to the way the up and the down tokens market pages are set up. There's the same highest potential profit scroll at the top. And then below you have the same table where you can select an individual asset or you can unselect and view all. You can also select liquid markets or not, switch to a grid if you want and search, and then you can sort by all of these columns. So let's check out a specific market and we'll go through some trades. So here you go. This ETH market has a range of 1100 to 1300. So instead of a single strike price, and you decide the direction of whether or not that asset will go up or down from that single strike price. For ranged markets, you basically have a whole range of strike price. The current asset of ETH here is fairly in the middle of this range, and then this market ends little less than 4 days from now, so this should work. We have plenty of in and out liquidity available, and here's the price, 70 cents per dollar of potential profit for an in token, and 47 cents for an out. So let's take a look at this market page. All right, so you notice it looks the same as an up or a down with a few differences. So instead of just one strike price, like we said, we have our strike range listed out here. So remember, again, the up and the down positions are separate markets. Whereas for a ranged market, you're basically buying both of those positions at once, whether that's inside or outside of that range. So you can see here, maturity date, a little less than 4 days. Here's our range. Let's take a look at that chart and kind of analyze this position a bit. I'll switch to 1 hour here, and I can kind of see 17th is here. So by this date, I want the price of ETH to either stay below or above this line, 1300, and then 11 is somewhere down here, above or below. And then you decide what you think, price action, macro conditions, whatever you kind of take into account when making trades. You can use this chart as well as any of those parameters and decide if you think this market makes sense to go in or out of the range listed. Let's go ahead and buy an in token first. It works, again, the same way as up and down. So at 70 cents, let's try 14. That's close. Let's say 0.3. 0.2 is just under 10 SUSD. That's what I want to spend on each position. So by spending 9.98 SUSD at a price of 70 cents per dollar profit for an in token for this market, I will be able to claim 14.2 SUSD. It's a potential profit of 4.2 SUSD. It's about 42% profit. So let's go ahead and purchase this position, and then I'll come back and I'll purchase an out as well. that was successful. So now to purchase an out token, and again, this means that I think the price of ETH on the maturity date, June 17th, will either be below 1100 or above 1300. I can click out here. And the AMM has priced an out token much lower than an in token. It thinks it's less likely that the price will end up outside of this range on that date. So in that case, 46 cents per dollar potential profit. Let's try 21 here. Again, just reverse engineering the price so I know what I want to spend. And I want to spend 10 SUSD. So that's fine, 9.8. So for 9.8 SUSD, price of ETH on June 17th is outside of this range. I can come back and claim 21 SUSD. 11.3 SUSD of profit. That's 112% profit for an out token in this market. Let me buy that token as well. All right, that confirmed. So now we can see my positions. It includes a in position, which is green, the arrows pointing in, and that is a potential profit of 14.2. I also have an out position, the purple arrows outside, with a potential profit of 21 SUSD. I can also see these positions if I go to my profile. So I'll click on my wallet here. Okay, so here's our profile page showing both of our positions. So here's my range. A is 1100 to the outside range, B 1300. And the price is kind of squarely in the middle there in the green. That would be a 14.2 SUSD to claim. Whereas here's my out position. Purple's outside, so here's those purple areas. And we're hoping for this position that the price of ETH moves either below 11 or above 1300. So I'll come back on June 17th, and whichever one of these was successful, I will claim. All right, and we're back. The ranged market that we bought positional tokens both in and out for has now matured. So I can go to my profile and claim whichever of those two positions was successful. So I'm going to start off on the markets page here. And then to claim a position, you just need to go to your profile. You can, of course, do that here, or you can click on your wallet address up in the corner. All right, and so we can see I don't have any open positions at this moment, but I have a little one here next to the matured positions tab. So let's click on that. All right, so there is my two positions for the ETH 1100 to 1300 ranged market. And this is actually pretty interesting. The winning of the two was the out position, which actually had the lower probability and the lower cost per dollar of SUSD claimed. So if you remember, I spent 10 SUSD on each of these positions, but I was able to purchase more potential payout for the out position because it was less likely. And I was correct for this position by about $1.33. So very, very close. You can see that ranged markets can be a lot of fun. And then again, so here's the in token for this market. Again, 1100 to 1300. And unfortunately, RIP by $1.33. So, pretty fun. So to claim, I can't do anything with the RIP position. But if I click on the one that has a status of claim, we can see all the market activity. Here's the information about the market itself, and then I can exercise the following positions. I can't claim my 14.2 because that was the in, but I can claim the 21 SUSD for the out position. And I have up to 25 weeks on which I can come back and claim. So you don't have to do this right away. You can wait for gas fees or whatever, but on Optimism, they're always very low right now, 11 cents. It's great. Let's go ahead and exercise this position and take custody of the winning amount of SUSD. Great, there it goes. Profile, and I can see that my stats have updated accordingly. There it is. SUSD in my wallet is now increased. I no longer have any matured positions that I can claim. But my stats have updated a bit, which is good. I'm down to only negative 50% on this account, so getting better. But so yeah, you can see how range markets can be a lot of fun. They're not hard, and considering this is a fairly sophisticated financial instrument, this is a really cool product that's available. So feel free to jump in and get involved with range markets. If you have any questions, hit up the Discord to get detailed explanations from the community.
do.